Hello, everybody, and welcome to Working Title Productions. My name's Ben, his name's Ed, and we're here to bring you another episode of Movie Talk. We hope that your Christmas was wonderful and that your New Year's will be too. It is so hot. We're going to dive straight into this. Today we are talking about Moana, the latest Disney 3D animated film that came out. Look, it feels like these days Disney 3D animated films fall into two categories. They're either Pixar's or they're musicals, and this one is a musical. This is truly an excellent musical, and that means a lot coming from me because I usually just can't stand musicals. I understand why other people like them. I appreciate that other people like them and why they would rate them so highly, but it's never been my thing. Moana, on the other hand, is just an exceptional movie, and I love the music as well. There are genuine times when the music actually gives me goosebumps and really lets me feeling really happy and gave me a warm fuzzy feeling inside. And the theatre was aircon, so that warm fuzzy feeling was not because we live in Australia. Ed, how are your feelings coming out of Moana?
Really enjoyed Moana. Unexpectedly so. I was looking forward to it. Obviously, big Dwayne Johnson fan. In everything that he's done.
Pretty much.
I also enjoy the work of Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote the original songs for this. Because I like Hamilton, I don't love Hamilton like the rest of the world does. I thought, okay, cool, he's a good songwriter, obviously, so I'm keen to see what he does with this sort of thing. And I definitely like the original songs in Moana more than I like Hamilton. As cool as Hamilton is, no. Hamilton's cool, but there was something about this, it's still similar to Hamilton, even though it's not hip hop necessarily. But yeah, just the music and the original songs in this were just fantastic and just really helped build up the characters and kind of what they were feeling at the time and that sort of thing. And it was all really well done.
Yeah, definitely. Getting back to what you were saying, both The Rock and the lead actress Aioli.
Nope. Ailey.
We apologise for mispronouncing
Crevelo.
your name,
Crevelo.
Miss Crevelo. But she was excellent.
Yeah, she was really
and
good.
The Rock was excellent too. When I first heard they'd cast The Rock, I was a little annoyed because I'm like, really? You didn't want to get a specialist voice actor to do this? Give someone a chance to really prove themselves, late in their career, let them step out. But in casting The Rock, he really gives it all, and he really embodies the role of Maui really well. And I like that if they're going to cast any A-list star, at least they've cast a Samoan, which is a kind of islander, considering he plays an islander in the movie. So that actually makes some sense. It was good to see. He fully embodies the role. Miss Cravelo totally embodies her role as well. She's excellent as Moana. Between the two of them, they really just carry this movie. They take it all on their shoulders. And their friendship, their relationship as it blossoms is really the core of this movie. And it's what gets you through pretty much the entire thing. Because there's not too much physical conflict involved for them, I suppose,
plots
other than each other.
Pretty thin.
But not in a bad way.
But not in a bad way. They make it work. They talk about there's a whole ocean of threats, and they deal with 2 threats.
Yeah.
And one of them's not even from the ocean, and you're like, all right.
If nobody knows where the MacGuffin of the story is, then no one's going to come chasing them for it.
Yeah, but and then even then, at the same time, you don't notice because it doesn't need to have all this conflict. It moves along at a very reasonable pace, and it's really good.
In my opinion, is actually excellent, if not perfect. I don't want to say perfect. I'm going to reserve that for something special. But this film's pacing is excellent. It really does go really well. There was one point I actually thought we'd arrived at the third act. I was like, oh, okay, this is it. I guess we've got to hurry it up because it's a kids' movie and kids will get bored. And that's not the third act. They recognise that there's still room for these characters to grow and there's still things that need to happen. And they allow that to happen. And what you saw was not, in fact, the third act. Without giving too much away, it is, in fact, just a prior conflict. And it's really fascinating to see how the film stays true to its own message. I don't know how accurate it is to actual Islander religious cultures and stuff, but what the film does is stays very well consistent within its own world. And yeah, it's really fascinating to see, and it's just I actually love the way this film ends. You discussed how it was a bit cliched and classic on the nose Disney, but I really enjoyed it. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean,
I don't too hard to...
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, but like, I don't know if in my opinion, for the threat that they were facing, the conflict wraps up in a way that's like, I don't think convenient is the right word, but it's certainly in an unexpected way. Is it fulfilling? Kind of. But is it perfect? No.
I actually thought it was pretty fulfilling, but anyway.
I said it was fulfilling.
Okay.
Fulfilling, yes. Perfect, no. Come on, Ben. Do you even listen to me?
Nope. Yes.
Okay.
Of course I do.
But what I like most about this movie is that you never everyone's point of views are really well rounded and like understand. You can see where everyone's coming from. Like early on, the main conflict is like her parents don't want her to leave the island. Off the island is a dangerous place. Don't go past the reef. Don't go past the reef. You hear it so many times. And you understand where everyone is coming from because they have it pretty good for themselves on the island. It's not until things start going wrong where it's like, yeah, let's get off the island. And then Maui as well, you understand why he's doing what he's doing, like why he did the thing that moves the plot forward in the first place, and why he doesn't want to try and finish the plot. Like, all that is, like, really understandable, and it's really, really cool. And Moana herself just has so much heart and so much willpower, it's almost impossible not to grow attached to her and be like, yeah, you get it. You did get chosen by ocean. Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
It is very awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, shout out to the kids in our cinema because they were actually pretty well behaved.
Yeah. Like, normally when you see a cinema full of kids, like, oh, God, just got to try and filter them out. Yeah, they were good.
They were good. I was especially jealous of the little girl next to me who brought a blanket in with her, and I was like, that's clever.
We've gone from that freezing cold cinema to this boiling hot shooting room. It's lovely.
It's fine. It's fine, power through.
My one gripe with this entire movie, it's not really a spoiler, I'm going to just say it. There's a chicken in this movie. Chicken is like the comedic relief because both of these main characters have such strong character beats at various moments in the film. There's this chicken there for comedic relief. This chicken, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was the bird Becky from Finding Dory. That is how strikingly similar it was at first.
And the little turtle at the very start also looks like it's from Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah! I hadn't even thought about that.
Well, that's what I saw when I first saw that.
No, you're not wrong.
If
this
anything,
isn't a Pixar movie, is it?
No, it's not.
No, this is just Disney.
Yeah, if anything, they're just
stealing Pixar assets there.
Is that all you want to say about the chicken?
That's literally my only gripe is that it looks like Becky from Finding Dory. It is itself actually good comedic relief for the film. They use it just the right amount that it doesn't get in the way of when Moana and Maui need their story beats. And those story beats that they have are very fluent and very natural, and you become very attached to them. Very not quickly, actually, at just the right pace.
It's good stuff. Yeah, my main gripe is that one of the songs, which is sung by a minor villain about halfway through the film, doesn't quite land.
It's not bad
compared to the rest of the songs. It's not a bad song, but it doesn't it's not. Considering there aren't that many songs in this film, it's not quite as punchy as the other ones.
When everything else is so good, something that's kind of mediocre like that really stands out. This really was an excellent film, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really, really good. I was really impressed.
What we haven't talked about yet is the actual animation. Obviously, it's easy to get your colours right and do really cool artsy stuff. When you're doing an animation, you can literally put light wherever you want it. But that said, Moana as a film really takes animation to the next level on this. This is really exceptional stuff to see. This film is beautiful to watch. It is really something else.
Yeah, and whether it's just empty, vast oceans or just the most ridiculous monsters
island. Monsters,
that
yeah,
you can
of
think
course.
of that like their faces invert and become like negative colors and have like crazy designs. It's just super impressive, and I was like, damn.
This actually reminds me, not so important, but the world itself is really interesting
cool.
to see.
Yeah.
There's so little wrong with this film. Like, we've been talking about this coming back home, and we're really struggling to find negatives with this film. Moana is excellent. I highly recommend that everybody goes and sees it. I don't care who you are, you're going to enjoy it. Me, as a person who doesn't like musicals normally, I was getting chills down my spine at multiple points because this film is just awesome. Ed, you got any last comments you want to say?
Yeah, like, Moana and Maui take you along for just this ridiculous ride, that's impossible, not to feel some sort of investment in, and that's probably the biggest compliment you can give to a movie.
It's classic Disney without being
Boring.
overly cliched, boring Disney. It's really is a perfect balance. It is a perfectly balanced film. Huge props to Disney. As your biggest critic, I say, well done, guys. That was just spectacular. So have you seen Moana yet? If you have, we'd really like to know what you thought as well. You can comment down below and tell us. You can tweet to us as well. He's at Edward Noack.
What
I'm
up?
at BenchWaters01. You can tweet to both of us. We've got a Facebook page you can like as well, facebook.com/working title YouTube. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, there's a subscribe button you can hit, and we'd greatly appreciate that as well. And until next time, guys, have a good one.